Team Hammer Suzuki. Got to be easy, right? This one? Wrong. This one throws up some pretty difficult challenges later on. Stick around, find out what it is and how we deal with it, or even if we deal with it. Crix is here for another Ride 5 livery build. So this one is Moto America. Moto America 2025 livery. It's not much has changed, honestly, between this one and the 2024. I did the 2024 liveries. That was Richie Escalante and it was Brandon Pash. This one is Sean Dillon Kelly, often referred to as SDK. He's headed back to this team. He used to race with Team Hammer, didn't he, back in the Super Sport class, Moto America Super Sport. I think he absolutely dominated it back in 2021 it was, and then moved on to the Moto 2 World Championships. I think he raced in the Moto 2 from 2022, raced in it in 2023. This was for American Racing, and I think Forward Racing. 2024 though, he headed to the Moto America Superbike Championship, and that's the livery that I created last year. So if the number's familiar, yeah, I've shared this one before on Ride 5 Livery's Instagram, and that was back on the Top Pro BMW. Team owned by Alex Arango, who is a friend. And Alex, if you are watching, I know I owe you some work. My bad. I will get to that. So yes, he ran the number 40 Top Pro bike, BMW, classic BMW colours, but it had accents of really luminous yellow, which I really liked. However, this year's model of the 2025 Suzuki. By the way, how nice to see a Suzuki. I didn't think I'd be doing a Suzuki so soon. It's actually very difficult to find a Suzuki. I know, okay, the obvious one is Joan Mir, so a lot of people do get the Joan Mir one. There's plenty of replicas of that if you look up, but for another one, I wasn't too sure. But yeah, when I started doing the Moto America Championship, downloadable content, downloadable championship, whatever you want to call it, I discovered this Vision Wheel Team Hammer Suzuki. I thought it was stunning. Black Suzuki, I'm there for that. And it has Sean Dillon Kelly on it this season. On screen now, you've seen me encounter my first challenge. So for some reason on the front of that Suzuki, it's bugged. The sticker pushes right the way through, so I think it was only on that right side, so I was able to patch it with black and then put another sticker on. It was okay, but it took me some working out to begin with on how to encounter that. So the Suzukis, for some reason, have always had an issue on Ride since Ride 3. The Super Sport one is probably worse. This is probably the best Suzuki in terms of having no bugs and technical issues with livery creation. But if you do try and use the Super Sport version, you'll see that I think the back portion or the middle portion just punches right through, and there's nothing you can do to patch it. It just basically mirrors from one side to the other. So if you added Suzuki on one side, then you couldn't add it on the other side because you have a big patch of Suzuki showing from the other side. Absolute nightmare. Hasn't been fixed since Ride 3. It was on Ride 4, and yeah, here we are. At least on this Superbike version, it's not too bad. It's workable. So yeah, not much has changed from the 2024 version. Some tiny little differences I noticed, some different sponsors. But the overall design, I think the most significant change is with his suit. So previously they used an all black suit with some red and white accents. This year, Sean Dillon Kelly is riding on a really bright red suit, which is interesting. I like it. So as I said, he's gone from the BMW back to the Suzuki, back to his team that he raced with before. So I have high hopes, actually. I think he should do pretty well this season. You can follow the Moto America Championship on YouTube. I actually think YouTube has some pretty good coverage. At the very least, you get some good highlights, which was essential for when I made the Moto America Championship because I'd never seen it before. I had no idea about any of the riders or any of the teams. I knew Josh Herring. That was it. I knew Josh Herring. And I knew that Xavi Forés raced there. but that was it. So I was on YouTube and I was watching lots and lots of videos, lots of highlights, and making a note of the teams that were performing quite well. And then that helped me base the Moto America Championship, which you can download in the Race Creator. I haven't done a video showing the Race Creator yet, but perhaps we'll get to that. But if you go into Race on Ride, you'll see a menu called Race Creator, and you can actually create any race, championship, endurance that you want. You can choose who rides, change their name, change their outfits, helmets, and so on. And if you're happy with it, you can share it so other people can download it too. So I did a Moto America 2024 Championship, which wasn't the official season in terms of the tracks. I put every American track on. We had a little bit of a tour of America, and yeah, that was really fun to make. I've done a BSB one as well, which was still very popular. I think it's in the top 2 or 3 downloaded championships. You can see that I'm beginning to run out. What's that, layers? Yeah, it's like 1,700 layers or something I'm on now, which is yeah, that's not enough. That's not enough layers. And that is the challenge. I did not see it coming. So I've made some pretty cool liveries that have a lot of details, and this isn't one of them. It's relatively straightforward. However, the sponsors just take up so many layers. The M4, you've got the M4, the X-Star, and you've got the Vision Wheel, which are not crazy amount of layers, but they're around quite a bit. They're like twice on the front as opposed to once. It's that X-Star logo. The M4 is on the front small, it's then on the side, it's then on the mudguard at the front. So these stickers that are like 100 layers that usually I wouldn't go crazy over, they're just too frequently used. So I did struggle a little bit, and I think at some point towards the end I had to make some sacrifices. I really do like the back of the Suzuki. In fact, I like the Suzuki as a whole. I want to see it. I want to see it more often. As I was saying earlier, the Joan Mir, there's plenty and plenty of Suzukis made of his replica. It was nice to create this one because I wasn't too sure of any others. If you can suggest other Suzukis that are worth making on this model, I'd love to have a go at them. But I stumbled upon this team, and I'm very happy I did because it's such a nice looking bike. But if they do know of any others, I'd love to have a go at them. Do a little bit of detail on the back. If you can put something on the back like I am doing now, it's worth a go. It does look nice in the game. But if I do need to sacrifice some detail, that's probably where I'm going to sacrifice it. Yeah, I've run out of layers completely at this point. Let's see what I can do. I improvise at the end of a livery all the time. There's things that maybe I wanted to put on that I didn't, and I've just run out of layers, and it's fine. It doesn't bother me. I think as long as there's something there that was there on the rail bike, even if it's not the same logo, if it's the same colour or the same shape or something like that, then I'm happy with it. But this one was kind of borderline. It was kind of pushing it a little bit into I'm not too happy with this. There's just too many placeholder milestone stickers. But I think I do make a sacrifice. Yes, there you go. So you didn't see it there, but I actually removed the M4 logo from the front, from the mudguard, so I could fit the RST logo, which was part of the rail livery, and then stick another placeholder. Really wanted that Dunlop on there as well because that's on the real one. And I'm starting to feel a little bit more better. Yeah, this looks alright now. I feel a bit better, but it was touch and go for a moment. I was really struggling. Yeah, that's never going to fit there. Going to get rid of that. I'm thinking something like 1,990 some, I think, or something like that. Let's take a look. There we go. Sean Dillon Kelly's Suzuki Team Hammer. Best looking bike on the grid, I'm telling you. Yeah, that looks nice. but a real challenge, this one, and unforeseen, because it doesn't look like it's going to be a difficult one, but then once you start getting those sponsors slapped on there, very quickly run out of space. Oh man, yep. That is delicious. Oh, let's take it for a spin. So as you can see, we've gone with a nice bright red matching outfit, which is similar to the one that Sean is racing this year. I had both the suits for Richie Escalante and Brandon Pash sat in my save projects, so to be able to create this red one was pretty quick and easy. I will share it. You'll be able to grab this with SDK 2025, and that is the name for both the suit and the bike. Just rides well. Can we just have more leagues in the world using Suzukis again, please? Nice. Hope you enjoyed it. That was a quick livery by me. I've got more coming your way. If you're interested in more videos, I've got another one for you. See what you think to this. Top left of your screen right now, you can see this video. Highly recommend it. Came out quite recently. Tell me what you think. Thank you very much.